Today we're going to be testing out 2 unconventional keto-friendly fry recipes. French fries are a staple on every diet because they're pretty much an American pastime. Or actually they were my pastime back when I was 262 pounds. And while we have tried some very delicious fries on our channel, like the viral keto French fry by Heavenly Fan, we came across really exciting recipes that we're going to try today. And these recipes are making fries out of unconventional ingredients. So the first unconventional fry that caught our eye was eggplant fries. And if you're new here, you wouldn't know this, but Sarah and I have a sore history with eggplants on our channel because Sarah tricked me into making eggplant bread pudding a couple years ago, and I have not eaten an eggplant since that day. So this recipe is called Miso Honey Eggplant Fries with Garlic Tahini, and the creator is Carolina Gellin on TikTok, and she makes fries out of eggplants and tops them with sesame seeds and has a really great sauce and marinade for them and then bakes them in the oven. So that's the one that we're going to start off with first. So I have tweaked the marinade for the eggplant fries to make it more keto, and I added 1/4 cup of white miso to a bowl. I added in 1 teaspoon of liquid stevia with a couple tablespoons of water. I added 4 tablespoons of olive oil and I mixed that all together. I added 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 1 small pinch of salt, and I kind of emulsified it and whisked it until it was all combined. We set that aside, and now we're going to cut up our eggplants. So these are the biggest fries I've ever seen. So now we're going to put them into the marinade and toss them. So here we have our eggplant. They look fully combined. Smells very good. While our eggplants are marinating, we are going to make the sauce, which is very simple. It's 1/4 cup of tahini, 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder, or you could use fresh garlic, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, water as needed to thin it out. I added about 3 or 4 tablespoons, and a pinch of salt. It's a really nice, thick consistency, and now I'm going to put it in the fridge, and we're going to get on with the rest of this recipe. Now we're going to set up our dredging station, and we're going to be putting these sesame seeds in a big bowl so we can dip one side of the eggplant into them. I'm going to dip one side of these into the sesame seeds and then carefully put them sesame seed up on the pan. Did I say that right? Sesame seed up.
Okay. Up. Bring it on over. Sesame side up.
Open sesame.
Press down. I would press down
A little
hard.
tap.
Stick to the other side.
I'm quite encouraged so far by the way that these are looking. We're going to pop these into the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. So our timer has gone off. It's been 15 minutes. We're going to flip them now, carefully, and we're going to spread what's left of this marinade on it using a little brush, and then we're going to pop it back in the oven. These are going to go back into the oven for 13 more minutes. I have to make a PSA. There's a lot of people that comment on the height of this table, that it triggers them because it looks like we're tiny little children. We are almost 6 feet tall, and so if we don't sit in a little chair, we've tried it, we sat in the chairs that came with this set, our heads were chopped off. And then you couldn't see the food on the table. So it is what it is. Content creation. We do what we gotta do.
We want to have the food in the frame while we're eating it, so this is the one way to do that. So just bear with us, please.
So here's our fried eggplant. I told Sarah that it looked like an octopus to me. I don't know if it was my plating or what.
I think it looks pretty.
Yeah. Are they fries though? I don't think that these are like, dippy fries. I think it's more like you have to eat it with a fork and a knife.
Mm-hmm.
We could try not to.
No.
I'm actually surprised that I can hold this.
Let me try to pick one up.
Maybe you could do like a bendy situation.
Mine's a little floppy. So we have our tahini dipping sauce here.
Lots of sesame seeds. Tahini is it's also just sesame seeds. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's delicious. As someone that doesn't like eggplant, what do you think about this dish?
It's delicious. It's extremely flavorful.
It's something that probably you should be using a fork and a knife, but who cares?
It's so good.
The miso paste just has such a nice salty flavor here.
The miso does have a little bit of carbs in it, so just keep that in mind. You can always reduce the amount. It's so flavorful though.
I've never made something with tahini, I guess. But definitely try this, guys. You're going to love it. I'll definitely be making this again. This would be a good side dish with anything on the side. Some protein in this. Delicious. So for the next unconventional keto fry recipe that we're going to try out is actually one that we saw on TikTok by a creator called B Wins. He actually has some really amazing content. I do believe he actually has a YouTube channel, so we're going to link it in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But he made some really crispy fries out of Spam. Now, either you love Spam or you hate it. What do you think, Emily? Well, I actually love Spam. I think it's salty and it kind of reminds me of bacon, and I'm excited to try this one out because I haven't had Spam in a while. So this recipe is really simple. All you're going to do is you're going to open up your can of Spam and you're going to cut up your fries into equal pieces. We're going to take the fries and dredge them in a little bit of egg wash and then into some Parmesan cheese, and then we're going to stick them in our air fryer. So here we have our Spam fries. We did line our air fryer basket with aluminum foil and we sprayed them with a little bit of avocado oil. And now we're going to air fry them for 5 minutes at 400 degrees, and then we're going to check on them and then flip them over and then fry them for an additional 5 minutes, and they should be nice and crispy. So our Spam fries are currently cooking on their last side for 5 minutes, and we're going to be creating the sauce that the creator B Wins actually uses in his video. He doesn't really go into the dipping sauce, but I'm assuming it looks kind of like a sriracha mayo blend, so that's what we did. We put in like 2 or 3 tablespoons of mayo into a dish, and then we added in a little squirt of sriracha and some soy sauce and blended it up, and it looks really good. So our Spam fries have a couple more minutes to fry in our air fryer, and when they're done, we're gonna plate them up. We're gonna go downstairs and try it. Here they go. They're kind of not as colorful as the eggplant dish, but I think they're still gonna be good. Emily doesn't look like she likes this already.
I mean, it smells pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that next time I make these, I'm going to make them smaller. For some reason, I thought that I had to make them this thick, but I think the smaller size would be more manageable. These are kind of like huge.
Is
so.
Spam cooked already?
Yeah.
Okay. If you made them thinner, then they wouldn't be as thick.
Wow, groundbreaking. But they would also be coated more with the Parmesan and be more crispy, I think. I'm going to drizzle some dipping sauce on here, which is just some sriracha mayo. Very simple. Make it all the time in my house. Wait for me.
Why do I have to wait for you?
Because it's just better
that
way.
Go.
You don't like it?
They look like fingers to me.
They do look like fingers. The Parmesan got nice and crispy on the outside. Spam is like really salty.
Ooh, it's salty.
I did notice that B Wins actually did use less sodium Spam in his version. That might be something to look at, especially since the Parmesan has some saltiness to it already. Using a reduced sodium Spam might be the way to go with this if you guys are looking for like a less salty option. But anyway, I like this as well. I would definitely make them smaller next time, but I'm definitely going to make these again in the future. So these were really fun. I'm glad that we tried these out today. Do you guys have any recommendations on fries that you make while being on a keto lifestyle? Let us know in the comment section below. We'd love to try them out. And if you guys want to see a really fun video where we tested out 2 ingredient keto-friendly recipes, you can click on the video on the screen and we'll see you over there. You're going to really love this video. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily.
And we are the Keto Twins, signing out.